And yeah, pandemic three, Europe's looking at pandemic three. They're getting scared of pandemic of wave three. And yeah, we are still suffering wave two, and all the doctors and nurses are up in arms and they're depressed and they bloody need counseling, justifiably, obviously, some since they're bloody. Eh? But anyway, yeah, they need counseling and everything's falling apart. And meanwhile, ivermectin is hanging on the horizon. We're still playing with the vaccines, and people all over the world seem to be croaking, some of them linked to the vaccines, and some people that have had the vaccines are getting sick again. And meanwhile, we don't know what's going to happen about the vaccines. And yeah, another fine day on planet Earth, isn't it? But I can't help looking. I mean, if you look at this situation, the way we're reacting to it, the way that the government is, I mean, are we looking? Is the motivation for everyone to save lives? Is that what it's all about? Because it is. If it is, surely ivermectin should be scrutinized extremely carefully and extremely quickly. I mean, it would be quite ironic if we started this pandemic with Australia chasing bog rolls and end with India telling us about horse serum that is actually cure the whole time. Which brings up a whole other can of worms, doesn't it? I'm wondering about how did this thing start. But let's not go there, man. Let's just stick to the facts. This ivermectin. And as I say, I couldn't help making me think. Remember that story in China with that soccer team? They went climbing in the caves, and boom, they went under the caves, water rose, and next minute they're in the cuck, they're on the other side, and they can't get out. There was on news, and I saw that. I thought, oh my God, these kids are dead. You know, I mean, this is going to be another crisis on our hands. Terrible. And then those guys got in, and divers from around the world, and people pulled in. And they swam under these dudes. I mean, fucking heroes, eh? They swam under through the water to these kids on the other side. First, going backwards and forwards like a fucking ferry, taking food and supplies and medical supplies and keeping those people going. And kudos to that soccer coach. I mean, that he kept those kids together for all those days. But then these guys went through there. They knew that these kids the only way out was through the water. And they knew that if they took those kids into those tunnels, they would panic, they would freak. I mean, a normal year, there's no ways I would have gone. My respect, gentlemen. There are some amazing fucking people on this planet, aren't there? Hey? Fucking amazing. And then we all politics. Anyway, so got these kids, they gave them tranquilizers, and then one at a time they brought these kids through and saved everyone. Now that is motivation to save lives. Could you imagine if that was in any country, South Africa, we just go there, but any other country, and it was put to the government to make the choice? Fuck, there would have been 17 that those guys in the cave could have bred and had kids, sort of zombie kids, for generations before these guys would have made a decision. But these powerful men jumped in, went down there, came from all over the world, these divers. They are another breed, skydivers and divers, man. Hey, big balls, you guys. But anyway, they went from all over the world, they gathered and they solved the problem. Here we got someone talking about ivermectin in India, and doctors all over the world saying, hey, jump in, this shit works. And people are dying by the thousands, tens of thousands. And into the millions. We're chasing swine flu. We're chasing fucking who knows what. This is serious stuff. And now we think that a horse cure, steroid or whatever it is actually curing it. But no, we're still chasing vaccines, and we've got ones that don't work and maybe some that do work, but who gives a shit? Because by the time we've all got it in South Africa, work out 80 million, 100,000 a day, say, let's go. I mean, hello. I hope your kids get vaccinated, yeah? Because we're not going to, I mean, we're going to be at the back. But who cares? I don't want to go over the vaccination. There's too many unanswered questions. And if there is a question of whether there is a cure, that we can go simple and the result for ivermectin, I don't know, man. I'm not a doctor. No one does. All of us are seeing the media and we're seeing what's going on, but we see the shit and we see the money that politicians and major players are making out of this. And we see where it's taking the world. And if we are not worried, there's something wrong with us, or our drugs are really kicking in. No, this, I don't know, man. This whole world is all fucking upside down, isn't it? We're talking business, we're talking everything. But it wasn't in a great place before, was it? I mean, we weren't in that stunning a place. Unemployment was going rife, politics was up the pole, corruption was going ballistic. There wasn't a good place, and we were all being manipulated by the system. We were at the mercy of the system, of these power players, and we were playing the game, feeding the system. And I think someone knew it was going to break some time along the line. I mean, Louis XV had it down in his time, didn't he, when he said, after me the fall, right? And Mary Antoinette and her cake got her nowhere, man. Just shows you cook is not always good, huh? But anyway, for our situation, I think this ivermectin should be have a look at. I think it should be a demand to demonize it. Get the best oaks that are standing for the vaccines, fair oaks. Let them examine it. Let us know the situation. Let us know the truth about the vaccines. Don't hide. Let us know what is going on in our world so we can get on and contribute, not sit on the sideline questioning. Man, have a lekker day.